I'm the one who handles those, it wouldn't necessarily have to be 4 PM the next day. It could be by 8 AM the day of or something, just so I have enough time to get them printed and see them in my email, go through my emails and get them before court. So it couldn't be like right before court, you know. But it would have to be so.
And this is, can you hear me?
I
This is
can.
Kim Gould.
Not now, you gotta get that mic, I'm sorry, you gotta almost talk right into it.
I've had past experience in other agencies where you could fill out that form online the day prior. What that allows is if there's any concerns from particular departments or specific agenda items, then we have a chance to review those and maybe answer the questions that you have prior to the court date. And just, it would help the citizens and constituents of Smith County be better informed on what was going on. If we knew something, we could answer those questions prior to taking a lot of court time.
Can you tell me in that experience, Ms. Gould, was it a dual thing like some of them have mentioned here where you could do it online prior to, but then that you could still that day of the meeting still be able to fill out something before that meeting and participate?
Correct.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Bob Brewer again. I'm almost okay with the 4 o'clock deadline the day before, but to enhance participatory government, I would like to be able to just contact my commissioner via text, email, or phone call and make him aware that I want to say something the following day. So when we have to look up a website, find a place to submit a form to request participation, it makes it more difficult for people that have never done it before. Every one of us should know our commissioner and have his phone number or email address so that we can make those requests to comment the following day.
But that's what you are suggesting for all the other stuff, is that people go online and click on a link and get more information. Now you're saying.
I understand, but the whole purpose of a representative constitutional republic is the person that you elected is the person you communicate with, not some bureaucrats that are hired to handle something. So that's my philosophy on that.
You can call your commissioner any day, any time.
Right, and the reason that this is done this way, Mr. Brewer, is because there has to be a public record of those people who are actually wanting to speak in court. So if you're wanting to speak in court, there has to be some type of a documentation that our deputy clerk keeps with the minutes of those people who actually speak. So you can call your commissioner, anybody, anytime, text him, whatever you want to do. That's your freedom to do that. But if you're going to speak in court, there has to be some type of a record of you and the information.
I understand. I'm just asking that my commissioner is the one that makes sure that all those hoops are jumped through. We've got 4 of them that can be familiar with the procedure, where each individual that's just out there in public and shows up, like the guys with the roads or whatever, they're going to make some mistakes. And so this might help make it more usable for you and for us.
And Mr. Brewer, what I was saying is that, not having to jump through, the bureaucratic red tapes, but if, say, purchasing had items on there that you were concerned with, or you wanted to know how I bid them or a total bid price, then you are more than welcome to contact me and I can, discuss that with you. I'm sure the same thing with our road and bridge department, our fiscal plant, and sometimes it's a simple answer to, to something that sounds real difficult on a piece of agenda item that's not real clear. And so I'm always happy to clarify that with you. I mean, you're free to go to your commissioner or the judge, but if there's a question on any of my agenda items, I'm happy to clarify those.
Once again, and I appreciate your willingness to help, it's just that our access to city council, school boards, whatever, should be through the person that we elect and pay to represent us. So maybe I can text Kerry and he can give me your information, or he can submit the request to speak form. I'm just trying to make it simple with the people that we elect to do what we ask them to do. That's it.
Okay, well, you've got, you know what's on that public participation form, so you're asking Commissioner Nix to know the address and the phone number and the employment information and the specifics that you're wanting or that you have to provide on that public information form. That's what I'm understanding that you're saying. You're wanting him to fill out that form for you.
Before he addresses it directly, let Commissioner Diggs, who is here.
No, that was kind of what you could call me anytime, and I think the purpose of this committee is, I think I'm getting from the constituents out here, they just want an opportunity to speak.
And we've actually addressed that
I
technically.
mean, if it's an agenda item, or if it's not, if they just want 3 minutes. Personally, I'm just one of 4 or 5. I don't have a problem with that. But, Mr. Brewer, you can contact me anytime, but I'm kind of like Carmen, do you want me to fill out the participation form for you, or what?
That would help standardize submission to the people that need to deal with it and file with it. So, every commissioner should know all the procedures and who to contact in every department, where John Q. Public does not know every procedure, does not know who to contact. So I'm saying that the people that we elect for any office should be responsive to us and be able to refer us to make sure that we do things the way they should be done.
And I don't have a problem with that, and I do that for people. I mean, I do try to take care or answer any questions if somebody calls me, and I would be glad to help any constituent that called me and wanted to go through this process.
And let me just make this general comment, and as an employee of the county, and as a citizen of the county, both, I do live in Smith County, I own property and I do pay taxes, that I believe that my neighbors that live with me have the wherewithal to understand how to go through a standard process. And I believe, and I'm saying that because I don't want to make it, because it sounds like to me that we're trying to say that the majority of people are not educated enough to be able to follow some processes in order to participate in their government. And I'm saying that what we're doing here today is going to try to enhance that. But if you call Commissioner Nix today and ask him questions about human resources, Commissioner Nix can answer some general questions about human resources, but the details are for people that they have appointed, because they can't know everything, which is why, even though they are the elected official, many of them have to hire other individuals to allow them to carry out their total statutory duties, because they can't be everywhere all the time for every constituent and know how to handle every situation. So they have professionals that they hire, like myself, who are a certified professional, Ms. Gould, certified professional, county attorney, certified professional, not because these elected individuals are not responsive, but in order to make them more responsive and to free up their time to communicate more, that's kind of why they have other people that they hire. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't know who exactly you're talking about, but when you say that when you hire, bureaucrats, then it sounds to me like two things have happened. One, the general public, you're saying, is not knowledgeable enough to come in and participate. And two, that the people that the court have hired are also somehow less than. And my statement is, I believe the public is well off enough to be able to do it. And two, many of us who are employed by the county in our work are professionals. We have training, we have knowledge, and we have the ability to also interact socially with members of the public to assist them in getting information, which is why, for example, we're here today.
Okay.
And by this process, I think it shows that that ability exists, and we are a small group. I'm a small group of the county government. You are a small group of the public at large. But we're still here trying to represent and enhance, from our own experience, the opportunity for the court to engage with the public and the public to understand better how to engage with the court.
Okay.
And when and where and how that can be done.
I understand. I think you're doing an unbelievable job. Very good. For example, let me ask you one question. If I want to speak at the next State Board of Education Commission meeting, how do I do that?
I would assume you would contact someone from the State Board of Education.
Okay.
Or go to their website. And
Right.
they will give you information.
So I
about it.
would contact my elected representative
Or probably go
for
to
the
the
state
website.
board, right, but I know who I'm voting for, I don't know where that website is. Just like in the Commissioner's Court, I know who I'm voting for, I'm not really sure where those forms are. So it's just, I'm just trying to make it easy for the public.
Well, just so you will know,